Footing is something that we as horsemen and horsewomen and trainers are very, very serious about. We added the right footing to our footing, and it is absolutely perfect. The best thing we have done to our footing ever, period.
U.S. Equestrian. Thousands of equestrians have united
to watch,
to learn,
to experience,
to compete. In the pursuit of fairness, safety, welfare, and joy.
From the grassroots to the Olympic Games.
Each with personal goals, but all united together for the joy of horse sports.
Ride united. Ride with U.S. Equestrian.
I got that summer breeze right in my face, even for the brighter days, all day long under the sun. Oh, what a feeling!
Experience the true essence of equine serenity at Zen Elite Equestrian Center. At Zen Elite, horses and humans come together in perfect harmony. Located near the winter horse capital of the world, Wellington, Florida, our center offers unrivaled amenities designed to elevate your equestrian experience. Our facilities boast 32 stalls, 20,000 square foot covered arena, and a large outdoor arena with ESI footing. From grass paddocks to a luxurious horse gym and spa, we cater to every aspect of your horse's well-being. With top trainers in dressage and jumping, Zen Elite is the perfect place to pursue your equestrian goals. Our soul-soothing surroundings nurture the mind, body, and spirit of both horse and rider. At Zen Elite Equestrian Center, equestrian dreams thrive. Discover the harmony of horse and rider at Zen Elite Equestrian Center. Your journey begins here.
Here's to the pursuers of perfection, the challengers, the champions, the ones who know it's a passion, not a pastime. To the early risers, the stargazers, the torchbearers of tradition. This is how you were meant to live. 5,000 acres along the Mayaka River. Ancient oaks, rolling pastures, a wild quiet that whispers back through time. An exclusive invitation-only golf club and course where fairways invite, approaches exhilarate, and peace is in play. A world-class equestrian center where horse and rider move as one, moments are met, and the sport carries on. This is a playground for the passionate, the healthy, the wanderers, the well-cared for. Custom estate homes bringing authentic elegance to open acres. A private world apart, connected to the arts and culture and beaches of Sarasota. Here, 2 generations envision the legacy and the land. A place so rare. This is the landscape of excellence. This is TerraNova. TerraNova. Welcome to excellence.
Established in 1982, Rood and Riddle Equine Hospital is a worldwide leader in equine healthcare, providing a full menu of specialties of services and treatment for all breeds and disciplines of horses, from the family companion to the high-performance athlete. Learn more today about Rood and Riddle Equine Hospital. Visit roodandriddle.com or call 888-773-4838.
At ESI, we are more than your average arena. We help take your dream and make it into a reality, no matter the size or location. From designing and building to maintaining your equestrian needs, choose ESI to help you realize your equestrian dreams.
At the end of the day, good footing is the best thing that you could offer your horse.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello, very good morning to you and welcome to TerraNova. The sun's shining here in the heart of the Miami River in Florida. It's going to be a great morning, a great afternoon as well. We've got the FEI Grand Prix, the international riders, and it is a truly international field. It features riders from literally all around the world coming forward here in this big class, the FEI Grand Prix. $65,000 at stake. It's a big prize fund here, and of course the winner of this class taking forward the lion's share of that huge prize fund that we mentioned. And this week our brilliant sponsor is a team at STX, STX Horse Trucks, and you can see that amazing horse truck there just beneath the big screen, the Jumbotron on the far side, and they are the key sponsors this week. Every single week we've got a whole host of big commercial partners that bring you the very best sport, and this week it is our grateful thanks to the team at STX at STX as well. The amazing horse truck, as I said, that you could see on the far side. And we've got so much to look forward to today as well, because after the FEI Grand Prix, we've got the National Prix as well, where we see the best national riders here in the USA coming forward. So it's going to be a fantastic afternoon, it really is. And the other thing to remember is as we get closer to the start of the Grand Prix, we've got our big build-up as well, a big show to bring you to really get you in the mood for the big stuff for this afternoon's FEI Grand Prix. We've got the dogs here once again. We saw them last week and was a great spectacle. Wonderful to have them back. And our grateful thanks to Lakewood Ranch Humane Society for it once again coming to join us. Then the lead line, the stars of the future, those riders that no doubt we will see in the FEI Grand Prix in years to come, will be taking centre stage. The flag bearer, the singing of the national anthem, a little guide to show jumping for those that maybe aren't so familiar, and then of course the start of the class coming up as well. 11 o'clock, the very first horse will be joining us in the arena, but we are just now moments away from getting things set and ready to bring you the opening of what is going to be a fantastic afternoon of world-class sport. And our grateful thanks to all of the riders as well. They really have come from all over the world to join us here. Of course, many of them based in the USA, and that is the key thing about these international classes. It is the true flavour of the best in the world. We've got Richard Vogel, for example, the man from Germany. He is world number 6 right now. He is the 6th best rider in show jumping anywhere in the world. He's actually behind me there walking the course and taking a look at the track as well. And you can see the riders just walking the course. They're really striding out those distances as well, and really taking a very good look to see what they think this course is going to ride like, because every horse is slightly different. The riders know their horses so well, and that is the thing here. It is all about the partnership, the harmony, as we saw in that amazing commercial for TerraNova a little while ago. Harmony and top sport, and that is exactly what we will witness here today. I promise you that, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be true harmony. It is going to be fantastic sport as well. But as I said, we are set and ready to get things off and running with our pre-build-up show. So we are going to start with the Lakewood Ranch Humane Society. The dogs here once again coming to join us in this international arena, the Lakeside Arena here at TerraNova. So our grateful thanks to the Humane Society at Lakewood Ranch, the non-for-profit organisation dedicated to providing a safe haven for companion animals in need until they find their loving forever homes. Founded by 4 passionate individuals determined to save homeless animals in this Manatee County. Began with 1 rescued Mastiff and quickly grew into what is now a state-of-the-art shelter in the Miaka City. So, as I said, our grateful thanks to Lakewood Ranch Humane Society. And let's introduce you to our 2 dogs, everybody, and you can give them a round of applause. So please welcome Tipper. So here we've got Tipper, the cute 1.5-year-old male Chihuahua mix seeking his forever home. 13-pound pup, sweet, energetic, and one very happy boy. Tipper is affectionate and thrives on receiving attention from those he loves the most. Belly rubs and cuddling up in your lap. He loves it all. And Tipper is also extremely fun and loves running fast zoomies around the yard. So please put your hands together. Give it up for the amazing Tipper, everybody. Should we try that again? Could we give it up for the amazing Tipper? There we go. That was better. And we're going to meet Liza as well, the 8-year-old female Chihuahua mix, seeking her forever home. 64-pound cutie, an absolute delight with the sweetest soul. Liza is adorable and full of love to give. She has a perfect companion for a family with lots of warmth in their hearts. So could we say hello to Liza, everybody, as well? 2 amazing dogs here. And don't forget, it is all an amazing course, the Lakewood Ranch Humane Society. And if you are interested in any of these dogs, do have a chat with the handlers. They would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And of course, they are key charity partners of us here at TerraNova as well, once again. So thank you to the really cute Tipper and Liza for joining us this morning. And thank you to the Lakewood Ranch Humane Society, based in Lakewood Ranch, the non-for-profit organisation dedicated to providing a safe haven for companion animals in times of need. So that concludes the first thing on our Prix Grand Prix programme. But let's move on to the second feature here this morning. And it is, of course, time for the lead line, everybody. This is where it all begins. So as we come to the lead line, could I ask you please to put your hands together and welcome Willow Peterson, Camilla Camp and Priscilla Camp. 1, 2, 3, let's hear you. Thank you very much indeed. So the lead line is always one of my favorites. Let's take a look at these cute little superstars of the future. And this is where it all begins. It is a huge moment for these young riders and their very cute ponies and horses to join us here in this big arena, the Lakeside Arena. They really feel like they are such a huge part of the action, and they are as well, because every single week we see them. So let's go and take a look at our lead liners. Willow Peterson, Camilla Cramp and Priscilla. So if your name is Willow, give us a wave. Who's Willow? Where's Willow? Can everybody see Willow? Willow, wave. Thank you. Camilla, are you here? Where are you, Camilla? Give us a wave. And what about Priscilla? Is there anybody in the arena called Priscilla? There we are. So we've introduced you to Willow, Camilla and Priscilla. So we know who they are, and that's what's important. I think we should set them a little challenge. So we've seen them this morning in walk. Let's see, is anybody going to be brave enough to give us a little trot? Who's going to try? Sitting trot, rising trot, whatever you like. We don't mind. You don't have to, but you can if you wish. What do we think? Now, Willow, that's very good, very impressive. Well done, Willow. Camilla's doing a bit of trot for us as well, and Priscilla too. So, ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. Put your hands together, because they have just gone from walk into a trot. And this is really exciting for these riders. Who thinks we should try a canter? No, that was a joke. We'll stick to walk and trot for this week anyway. Week 5, we'll go for a canter. So, let's get them lined up in the middle. Hello, Willow. Is this your favorite part of the whole week? Yeah, it is. It's my favorite part too. Camilla and Priscilla coming into the arena in the middle to join us. And I think we are going to set them a nice little challenge. So, Stephanie, you're in charge of the lead liners. What challenge should we set them this week? What do you think? It's got to be a good challenge. That's a very good one. So, we are going to do, on horses, heads, shoulders, knees, and toes. So, When I say go, we're going to start with your heads. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Heads first. Point at your head. Head. Shoulders. Where are your shoulders? Where are your knees? And if you can touch your toes, then you can get extra points. Come on. Nearly. Do we think that was good enough, or should we get them to try again? Yeah, give them a round of applause. Come on. But I think we can do a bit better. So, go on. Touch your toes. Really, go on. Oh, that was very good. We've got a look at that. This is impressive. Right, we've done that. What should we do next? I think we should come now to the presentation, because we've taken a good look at them. We have really, really tested them here, as we always do. And let's have a look. Who is going to be this week's winner? So, if you think our winner should be Willow, on the count of 3, let's hear you. 1, 2, 3 for Willow. Oh, Willow's got a big fan club. What about for Camilla? 1, 2, 3. But what about for Priscilla? 1, 2, 3. I think that was very, very close. So I've got an idea, Stephanie. Why don't we give them all a prize? Because everyone's a winner. It's all about taking part. So we're going to make the presentation to our winners. Well done, Willow. Well done, Camilla. Well done, Priscilla, as well. And thank you, Stephanie, for stepping forward. Big thank yous. And great to see them getting these wonderful ribbons here. I'm sure you can all agree that they have wonderful ribbons here. Thank you to the team at TerraNova for their continued support of the lead line class. It's great for these young riders. It really is a wonderful opportunity. So it is time for the victory gallop on the count of 3. Let's send them off. Ladies and gentlemen, please say thank you to Willow, Camilla, and Priscilla. So incredible to see our lead liners one more time. Would you please give it up for our amazing lead liners and their wonderful horses and ponies? And our grateful thanks to this week's presenting partner of the FEI Grand Prix, introducing STX USA, the European leader in equine transportation, now available across America and Canada. The flagship products, the STX van, effortlessly transports 2 horses without the need for a special driving license. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the screen as we say thank you to STX USA. Our grateful thanks indeed to the team at STX, continued supporters of us here at TerraNova. The amazing horse trucks, you can see that 2-horse vehicle there on the far side. Do go and have a chat with the team at STX USA and take a look at their website as well. You can see more about their products on there. And we are going to move on to the next part of our build-up presentation here for this, the FEI Grand Prix. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce you first to our flag carrier this week. It is Alia McKendry, 17 years old, senior, with a remarkable talent for rodeo and reined cow horse competition. Her passion for running barrels and breakaway roping has led her to 3 national qualifications, 2 state championships, and an all-round national Little Riches and a national junior high school rodeo association championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alia McKendry, our amazing flag bearer here this week. It is wonderful to see once again, always before the Grand Prix, we have the anthem, we have the flag bearer coming in. It is very traditional here on the build-up to this week's FEI Grand Prix. So we're going to send her around on another lap around our arena as she comes to join us in the middle. It is, of course, our flag carrier, Alia McKendry. And delighted to welcome this week's anthem singer. Delighted to welcome Eddie Hurtas, deeply rooted in the local equestrian community. Eddie is the owner of Inca Equestrian. where his passion for horses, horsemanship, and community come together. An active equestrian himself, Eddie competes as a show jumper in the meter classes, bringing discipline, precision, and dedication into every aspect of his work. So please step forward into the arena as we welcome this week's anthem singer to come and join us here in the arena and sing the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, may we ask you please to rise and be upstanding for the national anthem of the host nation, the United States of America.
Oh. What? Oh, say, can't you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose rust stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, save that the star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A truly amazing voice. Please say thank you to Ali McKendry and Eddie Hurdas, our national anthem singer and flag carrier for this week's FEI Grand Prix build-up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know many of you will be familiar with equestrian sport. We know many of you will know exactly what's going to happen. But for those that don't, let's take a look at the big screen, and we are going to give you a full guide to international show jumping.
Good morning and welcome to the FEI Grand Prix Day here in TerraNova. We thought we would give you a 101 guide to show jumping so you can really understand what's going to happen over the next hour. So here is how it works. We have a course designer, the man that designs the courses, the mastermind that sets the course in the arena that you can see in front of you right now. And then we move on to the class beginning. It is a 2-round competition. All the riders that jump clear or finish on equality of faults at the end of the first round will go through to that shortened course, the jump off. And clear rounds is exactly what we're looking for. If a fence goes down, it is 4 faults, 2 fences down, 8 faults, and so on. The other key thing to keep an eye on is the time allowed, because the course designer sets a time that the riders have to go within. If they go over that time allowed, it is 1 time penalty for every commenced second over. The other thing about show jumping, and in fact equestrian sports, which is unique, is men and women compete in exactly the same category. In terms of the horses, there is going to be a real variety here. Some bigger ones, some smaller ones. Predominantly though, they'd be warm blood horses, aging anywhere between sort of 7 and 18, 19 years of age. That is the kind of age that you'd be looking at for a big jumping class like this one. So that completes our 101 guide. All that's left to do is sit back, relax, enjoy the action, and don't forget to cheer as loudly as you can.
Sit back, relax, enjoy the action, and don't forget to cheer as loudly as you can. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. It is time for the STX 1m45 FEI Grand Prix. The stage is set and we are ready to go for this week's STX FEI Meter 45 Grand Prix. The time allowed that you heard in that show jumping 101 video is set at 76 seconds. Clear rounds that count. And we start with the man from Ireland who is the very first to go. Jumped to clear with this horse yesterday. Was top 10 in the Welcome Stakes with this one last week as well. Riding for the Pine Hollow Farms with the horse by Melito, Gucci to Embruans. Please welcome for Ireland, David Blake. Finishes up at a score of 4 there, 72.756. Just the very first, just one of the fences down to score of 4 there for Irish rider David Blake and Gucci coming out to the combination there. And Great Britain now, the lady that won the Grand Prix here last week. It's a new ride for her though, with the Pine Hollow Farms horse called Comblu for Great Britain. Would you please welcome Amanda Derbyshire? An amazing round. Look at that, 74.34. She unlocks the door there. Clear round number 1. Great Britain's Amanda Derbyshire and Comblu. And TerraNova, give her a big round of applause because she's the first clear in the FEI Grand Prix. But what could this man do? He's a rider from Germany. He is the current world number 6, and he was placed in the Grand Prix qualifiers of Akala this year with Quiz van Hoosbos, Germany's Richie Vogel. That is why he's one of the best in the world. Clear 70.97 for Germany's Richie Vogel. 2 gone, 2 clear. What a great start to this week's STX FEI Grand Prix. And now the man from Chile, top 5 in the big classes last year in December in Mexico. With Top Gun said, the horse by Tobago said, Chilean Olympian Samuel Pardo. Hand goes up here, Ecuestre retired there. There's Chilean rider Samuel Pardo, and Top Gun said by Tobago retires from this week's FEI Grand Prix. It is to Great Britain that we go now, and a combination newly formed at the international level. This one's actually by Diamant de Semi. It's called Pipeline Van Zomerhoff, and it's another for Great Britain. Coming to join us in a moment, Amanda Derbyshire and Richie Vogel, 2 clears, Great Britain and Germany. The 2 nations clear so far in this STX Meter 45 FEI Grand Prix. And the next 2 join us comes up, and it is 1 for Great Britain, as we said. Good luck to her. Good luck then to Great Britain once again with her own ride of Pipeline Van Zomerhoff, Zoe Wolfer, for Great Britain. Finishes on the 4 jumping 5 there for time. It is a score of 9 for Great Britain's Joey Wolfer and Pipeline of Van Sermerhoff. USA is where we're going to go to now. Combination, the top 10 actually in the under 25 class earlier this year. This is Pella, Fee de Lobrizet, and the USA's Morgan Ashby. Yes, score of 4 there, 75.62 for Morgan Ashby and Perla Feed Lobrizet. So still the 2 clears, Great Britain and Germany, and now another for the USA. A top rider actually for the United States of America last week, part of the Longines League of Nations for Team USA over in Abu Dhabi. Clear rounds with this horse to last year in Thermal. This, the horse called Diamond Touch, and the rider is the USA's Callie Short. And 1 for the USA, a great round. Clear there for Callie Shot. Diamond Touch touches into our jump-off start list now. So 3 clears. Well done, USA, Germany and Great Britain. But let's see what will happen with the next to go top 5 in the 2-star Grand Prix of Akala last weekend. She's on great form right now with a horse called Mickey Cara. And she is the USA's Vicky Birdsall. Up and over the last, finishes on a score of 4 there. 74.17 is the time for the USA's Vicky Bertzel and Mickey Cara. CMD Scarlett will go now. It's the one for Spain up next. Placing in the big classes, the qualifiers this year in Wellington, Florida. Diego Perez, Bilbao, Spain. .75.32. That is an amazing round. Clear there for Diego Perez, Bilbao, and CMD Scarlett. Spain join the party. It's clear round number 4, and TerraNova give him another cheer. That was brilliant riding. 4 through to the jump off. And now it's one for the USA to return once again. Top 5 in the big 3-star classes last year. Look at the screen there, the clears. So Great Britain, Germany, USA and Spain. 4 clears and 4 amazing riders, 4 brilliant nations as well. USA to come forward now, riding this horse by Captain Semi, Hadj de Fontaine. Good luck. The USA's young rider is Gracie Allen. Final fence goes down as well, finishes up on a score of 8-2. 75.95 for Gracie Allen, and Hadj de Fontaine, the young rider there, goes into 8th place with a score of 8. USA to come forward now as the next nation. Another young rider, a top 5 finisher in the Welcome Stakes last week and brilliant here yesterday too. Riding a top horse, this one called Cordiamo. Please welcome the USA's Mia Bagnato. 71.50. The rider's jumping so well already. We've got 5 clears. Amazing there for Mia Magnato. She is through for the USA, riding Cordiamo. And what about the rider from Canada who goes now, placed in the Old Salem Farm Grand Prix last year in New York? This is called Cal 67, and the rider is one for Canada. So please make her welcome, Stephanie Gullucci. Great round there, gives clear for Stephanie Gullucci and Cal 67. So it is Canada there that jump a clear round and head through to our jump off. We've got, 6 clears so far. We're halfway through. Great Britain, Germany, USA, Spain, and Canada are the nations. We are going to get set and ready for the upcoming second half of the class. Stay with us. Thank you to the team at ESI. They will come and get the footing ready. And the next horse will be in the arena to join us very shortly in around 5 minutes. Our grateful thanks to STX USA, the European leaders in equine transportation, now available across America and Canada. The flagship product, the STX van, effortlessly transports 2 horses without the need for special driving licenses. So our grateful thanks, STX USA, for their support of this big one, today's FEI Grand Prix. So let's remind you of the clear rounds. We might even get those clears pop up on the screen. We will have to wait and see. But Amanda Derbyshire, Richard Vogel, Callie Schott, Diego Perez Bilbao, Mia Bagnato and Stephanie Garlucci. Those are the riders that jump clear. Canada alongside USA, Spain, Germany and Great Britain. And as you can see there on the screen, we've got the list of those clears that we've got so far, of which we have 6. You can see Great Britain, Germany, USA alongside Spain, and those are nations represented in this second round that we'll be seeing the jump off the shortened course a little later. But we've seen 12 so far. We are halfway. 12 combinations left to go in the first round of this week's FEI Grand Prix presented by STX, and looks like we are just about set and ready to go. The first after the break is en route to join us. The stage is set for the second half of the STX FEI Grand Prix. Stage is set and ready to get back underway, and we start with the combination for the USA, another young rider to come forward here. Top 5 in the 3-star classes with this ride in Canada recently. Riding for the 5 Roosters team with Happy Time. Put your hands together and say good luck. The USA's Isabel Cokes. Oh, such a shame. Look at that one for time there, I'm afraid, for Isabel. Just a little steady across the ground. She's too slow to make it into that jump off, but clear jumping and a great, great try from her. Now the rider from Puerto Rico, who was top 5 in Acala in the 2-star classes there last summer. The horse is called Kirado by the great action breaker, Gula Cristina Padilla Leon for Puerto Rico. Yeah, look at the clock, look at the time. Such a shame. Clear jumping just a little too slow there. They have to keep moving across the ground to get inside that allowed time of 76 seconds. So it is 3 seconds over, 3 there for time for Cristina and Kirado, but a great try from the rider from Puerto Rico. We're going to move on to our next, and it's a new partnership who jumped their first FEI Grand Prix here just last Saturday afternoon, and they are back to do it again with hopeful Menjule, the French-bred horse, and the Canadian rider on board is Taylor Saint-Jacques. Oh, that is heartbreaking, isn't it? Down goes that final fence. Score it 4 at the last for Canadian rider Taylor Saint-Jacques and hopeful Menjule, the 9-year-old horse by Veloute. Such a shame, but it is a second time jumping in the FEI Grand Prix. Brilliant round, though, and she will not be too upset with that. That I can promise you. But let's see what the next of the riders from Ireland can do now, and he was placed in the big classes of Carla and 2 in Wellington last year, riding for the Evergate Stables team with this one that's called Coronado. Ireland's Philip McGrain. Oh, the heartbreak continues. It really does. Score of 4 there, 72.36, and 4 for the Irish rider, Philip McGuinn and Coronado. It really can be the most heartbreaking of sports. It can change in the blink of an eye. It really can. And 6 clears. Canada, USA, Spain, Germany, and Great Britain are those at the moment that aren't too heartbroken, because they will be sailing on through to the next round, to the shortened course, to the jump off. And Great Britain now, combination winners of the FEI Grand Prix last week. What could she do? Could she do it again? She rides for Great Britain. She is, of course, Amanda Derbyshire, and this is Cornwall. .74.92, great round. Look at that. She has got both of her rides in the jump off, Cornwall and Conblue. 2 rides for Great Britain's Amanda Derbyshire. Amazing riding from her. The Grand Prix champion from last week is back twice to defend her title. And now the man who was a winner of the Welcome Stakes here last week. He was a big-time winner in Mexico towards the end of last year with this one as well. The horse called Crystal Blue. He's an Olympic rider, so please give him a huge cheer. Chile's Samuel Pardo. There's another Chilean rider, Samuel Pardo, makes it number 8. Crystal Blue is crystal clear and through to the jump off. That is clear round number 8, and what a great second round it is going to be. Can the lady from Great Britain join the ever-growing list? Riding a horse called Rockstar, this one by E-Star. Great Britain's rider, Joey Wolfer. Finishes up on a score of 12-3 that go down there. 76.57 it is for Joey Wolfer of Great Britain and the Eastar side Rockstar. But it's not over yet. We keep rocking on in this class because the next to go is one for the USA as well. And she's already in the jump off. Could she be another to get both of her rides through to the next round? Wouldn't that be the most incredible story? With the Irish bred, Bally Skill, Big Bucks, the USA's young rider, make her welcome. She is, of course, Mia Bagnato. And believe you me, if she could get both rides in the next round, she certainly wouldn't be heartbroken here this afternoon. Up and over the last finishes with 2 down, score of 8 there for Mia Bagnato and Bally Skill. Big Bucks, a ride that we just saw there, but she will be back in the next round with that first ride for her, and what a great performance it was such a short while ago. Goodwill is next to go. It would be good to see Goodwill in the next round, it really would, and they need to jump clear to do just that. The horse by Sentinel for the USA-based rider and the USA representative once again. Good luck, Lucy Matz. Finishes out with a score of 8 there, 75.484. Lucy Matz in the ride of Goodwill. It is, I'm afraid, the 2 down score of 8 there for the US rider. It is to Popstar we go now, and they're going to be hoped to rock and roll into the next round here of this one. The FEI Grand Prix was top 5 in the speed stakes of Thermal towards the start of this year as well. With Popstar, good luck. The USA's Callie Shott to go next. 74.58 finishes on a score of 4 there for the USA's Cali Shot and the Southern Arches team. So at the moment, staying with the 8 clears. Will it be 8? But it could still, though, be 3 more because 3 left to go. And this man already has qualified one of his horses for the upcoming jump off of the big one, the FEI Grand Prix. Now he rides a new horse in his stable called Jumper Dos. Please welcome for Spain, Diego Perez Bilbao. That is number 9. 2 rounds in our jump off for Diego Perez Bilbao of Spain. What a great jump off it is going to be. But we could still get 2 more yet because 2 left to go in the first round of the STX USA class here this afternoon, the FEI Grand Prix. And already riders from Germany going through in the form of Richard Vogel. But what could this man do? GNC Capricha LS is his ride. A horse placing well in the big 2-star Grand Prix of Wellington this year. Sonke Themen, Germany. A jumping 3 times steady across the ground there for German riders Sonke Themen and Q and C. So going to move to our last to go, and it is one for Canada now. Coming up next, Kulaya Van der Hel is the last to go. Combination top 10 in the big classes at home this year as well. Good luck, Christine Carlson, Canada. 12 jumping plus the 3 for time there. Finishes on a score of 15 for Christine Carlson and the ride of Kalaya. So let's take a look at the clears. Spain, Chile, Great Britain, Canada, USA, Germany, all in the mix. It is going to be an amazing jump off. It really is, featuring 9 of the world's very, very best. We are going to get things set because the jump off of this STX USA Grand Prix is on the way. It is 9 that will come back. Introducing STX USA, the European leaders in equine transportation, now available across America and Canada. Their flagship products, the STX van, effortlessly transports 2 horses without the need for a special driving license. Additionally, the STX horse trucks have arrived in North America capable of carrying and transporting 4 to 9 horses. Visit the website stxamerica.com. Our grateful thanks to Team STFX. Well, here we go. We begin to set the scene now. The first horse en route to join up. It is time for the jump off of the STX USA FEI Grand Prix. Well, here we go. The scene is set, and what a jump off this is going to be. Fast and furious right from the very start. And what a way to start with a lady that was a winner of the Grand Prix here last week. Now is your chance to cheer. So please welcome the first riding Con Blue, Great Britain's Amanda Derbyshire. TerraNova, that wasn't good enough. Please make her welcome. First up, Amanda Derbyshire, Great Britain. That was better. Look at that, comes home clear. 49.08, that is a great way to start things off in the jump off for this week's FEI Grand Prix. Yes, not the quickest we're going to see, I don't think, but still a great try. Well done, Great Britain's Amanda Derbyshire and Con Blue. And this man, he has won class after class all around the world in his career. He is the current world number 6. Riding quiz, Van Hoosbos, please put your hands together for Germany's finest, Richard Vogel. Score of 4 there, 36.691. One fence down for Germany's finest, Richard Vogel and Quiz Van Hoosbos. But you just saw him turn there. And that's the thing about show jumping. It's not always about going fast. It's about turning as tight as they possibly can. The time to beat is 49.08. And what could this lady do? Riding Diamond Touch. She is the very first for the USA. So please give her a big cheer. Callie Short. Time to beat 49.08. What will she do? She needs to fly. Up and over the last, look at that, 40.30. She really grew the wings there, out on course and flew round, but I'm afraid it is one fence down on that final line. Score of 4 in 40.30. Goes on our leaderboard into third place. Great Britain still leading the way, but let's see what the man from Spain can do now with 2 chances to be crowned the winner of the big class this week. With CMD Scarlet, good luck. Diego Perez, Bilbao, Spain. Keep an eye on the time. 49.08 or quicker would put him to the top of the leaderboard. Another finishing up on a score of 4 there. The time is okay, though. Look at that, 38.96. Goes to show you the time of Amanda Derbyshire's can very well be beaten, but they have to leave those fences standing. They really do. And this is going to be one of the favourites to go now. I can imagine she's a rider from the USA. She's incredibly fast, but will she beat 49.08 this afternoon? That is what she needs to do. With Cordiamo, would you please welcome the USA's Mia Bagnato? The time to beat is 49.08 and clear. Will she do it? Took a stride out down that last line over that penultimate fence there. Score of 4, 39.01 quicker on the clock and goes into a 4th place for Mia Bagnato and Cordiamo. Still Amanda Derbyshire leading, Richard Vogel 2nd, Diego Perez Bilbao sitting at the moment in 3rd place. You can see the leaderboard there. Thank you, Equestrian Digital, popping those scores on the doors on the board. Great Britain, Germany and Spain, 1, 2, 3. They've got a foot on the podium, but it is not a done deal yet because still 3 left to come forward. We've got a rider from Canada, from Great Britain and from Chile, alongside another for Spain as well, to join us in the next, 4 horses here coming up in the jump off of this STX USA Meter 45 Grand Prix. And our grateful thanks to the team at STX as well, presenting partners of this big one today. And that is going to make for an exciting conclusion. It is not done yet, though. 49.08 and only 1 clear round. It's quite incredible when you think in that first round we got to, what is it? We got 9 riders make it through to the jump off, and now they're fighting for the clears in this second round as well. So we've got a couple left to go, and the next of those in the warm-up. Just going to give them a few minutes to get ready, of course, because that's what it's all about in the big Grand Prix. They need to get the horses in perfect condition, get fit and ready to come forward and join us in the arena. And that is exactly what will be happening now at the back, as you can probably see them there, just cantering around, popping a couple of fences. And no doubt will be with us very, very shortly. So thank you for joining us here this afternoon at TerraNova, sunny TerraNova as well. And we've got lots more excitement to bring you here over the next 5 weeks, including today as well. We're seeing this, the FEI Grand Prix And then the National Prix as well, the meter 35 TerraNova Prix with 27 partnerships coming forward. That is going to be our very next class here. And then we build up nicely. Week 3, it's the National Superstars. And then we'll be back for the final 2 weeks, 4 and week 5, with the FEI jumpers returning. And of course, the Circuit Championship week 5, with that increased prize fund of 100,000 in our Grand Prix. But let's focus on this week. Let's focus on the right here, right now, and remind you that it is Amanda Derbyshire who leads at the moment. But let's see what this lady can do. She's a rider for Canada, and she is the very next to join us. Riding Cal 67, let's say the best of luck to Stephanie Colucci, Canada. Yeah, for it is 43.98. Such a shame. It really is. Top 6 there, though, for Stephanie Gallucci, and Cal 67 goes into 6th place. Another on 4, and still only the one clear that leads. Amanda Derbyshire, Great Britain, and the ride of Con Bleu. 49.08 is the very best so far, but as we said, not over, with 3 left to go. We may have a bit of a break in the action now, though, because we've got 3 left, and they are multiple rides. We saw them on their first horses, and they've just gone to get the second horse ready. It is Amanda Derbyshire, Diego Perez Bilbao, and Samuel Parro, so Chile, Spain, and Great Britain still to come. Let's remind you of the leaderboard so far. We might even get that leaderboard on the screen, and Amanda Derbyshire currently leading the way in a time of 49.08. We've got Richard Vogel second, Diego Perez Bilbao in third. Take a look at the screen, you can just see them there. That ran from Amanda leading in a time of 49.08. Richard Vogel, Germany second, and Spain's Diego Perez Bilbao in third. Mir Bagnato fourth, Cali Shot fifth, and those are the top 5 so far in this week's FEI Grand Prix, presented by STX USA. Thank you so much to the team at STX as well, being great continued supporters of us here on the tour at TerraNova. Thank you. And we introduce them, of course, STX USA, the European leader in equine transportation, now affordable and available across America and Canada. Flagship product, you can just see it there by the big Jumbotron. The STX van effortlessly transports 2 horses without the need for a special driving license, providing unparalleled convenience and, more importantly, elevated comfort and safety. You can also purchase the new trucks as well, 4 to 9 horses. The spacious truck features luxurious living areas with pop-outs, push-ups, and all comforts for home on the road. Our grateful thanks to STX USA. And here is our very next to come forward now. What could she do? She won it last week with this horse. Can she do it again? With Cornwall BH, fasten your seatbelts and wish her well. Great Britain's Amanda Derbyshire. She delivers once again, 41-47, and that is a brilliant clear there. TerraNova, give her a huge cheer. Come on, 2 weeks in a row, she is on her way to be the Grand Prix winner. Time to beat 41-47, but she's in touching distance. She's got one hand on that winning trophy, but it's not too quiet yet, because with this man next to go, anything can happen. With Crystal Blue, good luck, Chile's Samuel Pardo. $39.66. It is very close, but he has done enough. He is a new leader. TerraNova, give him a huge cheer. Come on, new leader. 39.66. Samuel, are you happy? Yeah, very happy. Well done. Current leader in this FEI Grand Prix presented by STX USA. Chile leading, Great Britain second and a third. But it's not over. It really isn't yet, because with one left to go, anything could happen. It could still change. It really could, because Diego Perez Bilbao will be back with the jumper to Osat Hall. So we saw jump clear as the tail end of the first round concluded there. Again, as we said, just making his finishing touches in the warm-up. Probably coming to join us in just a moment's time. And looks like we are nearly ready to see our last to go coming down the chute to join us now, actually. So who will win this week's FEI Grand Prix? Chile in touching distance, but what could this partnership do? The man who is the last to go. 39.66 his target, but the big question now is, will he be quick enough? Last to go, riding jumper, and will he do it in the STX USA FEI Grand Prix? Good luck, wish him well, fasten your seatbelts. Diego Perez Bilbao, Spain. Finishes up 41.05 and a score of 4 there for Diego Perez Bilbao and jumper. That's a combination that finish in 8th place. But congratulations to the podium finishers. In third, Amanda Derbyshire, Great Britain, Con Blue. Second, Cornwall BH, Amanda Derbyshire. But the winner of the STX FEI Grand Prix, riding Crystal Blue, would you please put your hands together and congratulate Samuel Pardo, Chile! Do not go too far. Stay with us. The presentation, the awards ceremony, up next. The stage is set as we come now to the prize giving, the awards ceremony for this week's STX FEI Grand Prix. Our grateful thanks to STX, to STX USA for their continued support of this week's class. It has been amazing sport. It has been brilliant jumping. It has been scintillating, but there can only be one winner. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in your Grand Prix champion, riding crystal blue, Samuel Pardo, Chile. Our riders dismounted from their amazing horses. Thank you to the grooms too for being part of the prize giving here for this, the STX USA FEI Grand Prix. So we welcome onto the podium in third and in second. Please welcome for Great Britain, Amanda Derbyshire. And congratulate your winner with crystal blue, Samuel Pardo. Many congratulations to all placed. And delighted as well to have Andrew Tanner from the team at the Lachlan Tanner Group, the official realtors here at the estates at TerraNova, for joining us for the presentation. He will step forward and congratulate the owner of the winning horse. In this case, it is, of course, Samuel Pardo. He rides and he owns the horse. So thank you, Andrew Tanner. Thank you to the Lachlan Tanner Group as well for presenting the award to the winning owner of this FEI Grand Prix. And thank you, STX, as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as is traditional and international competition, could I ask you please to rise and be upstanding as we congratulate our winner, riding the superstar horse, Crystal Blue, Samuel Pardo, Chile. Many, many congratulations to our winner. Well done, Samuel Parrow, and the amazing horse there that is Crystal Blue. Thank you to Andrew Tanner, the team at the Lachlan Tanner Group as well, for joining us there on the podium to congratulate our prize winners. The winning owner as well. Congratulations, Samuel Parrow, the rider and the owner of that winning horse. Thank you, STX USA, the presenting partners of this week's FEI Grand Prix as well. It has, as I'm sure you'll all agree, been truly amazing sport here once again at TerraNova, scintillating from start to finish, featuring so many incredible riders from all around the world, adding to their incredible horses, those amazing equine partners. So please, could you join me in saying thank you to the incredible horses, everybody? Truly amazing, the real superstars of our show. And the riders getting back mounted with these incredible rides of theirs before we spin them on their way. This is time for the victory gallop, so we hope that you have saved your best voices till now, because you are gonna need them. You really are. Victory gallop for the winner. Many congratulations, riding Crystal Blue, Samuel Parrow, Chile. And one more time, your Grand Prix champion on his own, Crystal Blue, Samuel Parrow. Our grateful thanks indeed to STX USA. Well done to this week's Grand Prix champion, Samuel Parrow and Crystal Blue. But the action here will continue into the afternoon. We are going to get things set and ready for the next of our classes coming up as well. It's time for the stars of the national sport to come and join us. It is the Ballot Waters Meter 35 TerraNova Prix up next, and that class will be starting with the very first horse in the arena at 2 o'clock. We will see you then.